fish and grits, vegan fried fish and grits. Y'all, I'm clearly excited about this video, okay? Before we get in though, I wanna have a little chit chat, okay? So don't skip ahead. Typically when people talk about vegan fried fish, they're typically referring to banana blossoms. These are banana blossoms, okay? They typically come in a can. You can find them at your local Asian supermarket. You can order them on Amazon, but they're not the easiest thing to find. I've actually had this can for like a year and I need to use it because I think it expires, May 13th, 2024. So when I saw Chef Tommy post a few months ago, he goes by Vegan Trap Lord, making a vegan fried fish or a catfish type of inspired dish using Chinese eggplant, I was skeptical, I was intrigued, and my mind just started wandering. So I tried it and it was pretty good. Honestly, it wasn't bad. I did make a few tweaks, but it was pretty good. Okay. So if you're unfamiliar with Chinese eggplant, this is what it looks like. Okay. Pretty affordable. And I know you're like, we're going to turn this into fish. Yes. Okay. This is what it looks like. It can be found at most grocery stores. You can use a regular eggplant as well. The Chinese eggplant is what's best. Very affordable. I got like 4 of these, maybe 5 for $2.26. So super affordable. Okay, so that's what we'll be using. I did not come up with this recipe on this channel. We give credit where credit is due. So I will put the original creator of the recipe in the description. I wanted to pause here and correct myself. This person actually was not the original creator of this recipe. After some research, I've seen other people's recipes that have been out for years that are very similar to this eggplant style type of vegan fish. So I like to give credit where credit is due. So I will list everyone that has done a recipe similar to this in my description. I have hunger brain. I'm hungry. Let's get into making this. Oh, I will say, really quick, this does not have the flakiness of a fish. The banana blossoms are better for that flaky texture, but this is still really delicious. Okay, still really good. Okay, just trust me. Okay, I'm in a singing mood today. Let's get into the video. Okay. If you've never seen a Chinese eggplant, this is what it looks like. They're long and skinnier than traditional eggplants, but you can also use a traditional eggplant for this as well. Whatever you can find at the grocery store. I typically find these at my local Asian supermarket, or I can go to a Sprouts when they're in season and find them. And you want to try to take all of the skin off of the eggplant and go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees because I did not show that in the video. Your oven needs to be preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That way it can start heating up and doing all of that. So yes, get all of the skin off. If you can't get it all off, it's okay. But you want to make sure you cut the top off like you see me doing right there because that's very important. Now my favorite part, which is seasoning. You are going to want to use the following seasonings you see in the description. Garlic powder, Cajun seasoning, onion powder. Old Bay is a non-negotiable seasoning. You have to have that. So if you don't have that, go to the store and get you some Old Bay or a seafood type of seasoning. That will give it that fishy flavor that we're looking for. And then I cracked in some fresh pepper. I made enough for 1 eggplant because it was just me. And you also want to go in with some crushed seaweed, or you can use these dulse flakes. I got these off of Amazon. I will link it down in the description. This will help give our eggplant a fishy taste, because obviously this is not fish, so we have to season it up. This is what it should look like. But I went ahead and covered my eggplant with some oil. I used some olive oil, and then I'm just going to sprinkle the seasoning right on top. Be very generous with the seasoning. This recipe is all about infusing flavors into the eggplant so we can get the closest flavor, texture, and taste to fish, real fish, as I would say. So you'll see me here with a sheet of seaweed that you can get at most Asian supermarkets or grocery stores. I'm going to wet it just to make it easier to work with, but you don't want to soak it. Just wet it a little bit, and you'll see me wrapping it up like this. So you want to wrap it. If you need to use more than 1 sheet of seaweed, you can. We're going to roast this in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until it's soft, but not too soft, but just soft enough to work with. And y'all, this is going to be flavorful, super delicious, fishy, but in a good way, not like nasty fishy. And I just can't wait for y'all to try this recipe out. For the wet batter, it is just going to be some vegan milk of your choice. And then you're going to go in with an egg replacement of your choice. I use just egg, or you could just add a little bit of flour, some mustard, some hot sauce, because y'all, we're making vegan fish and all of the same seasonings. This is also going to act as a marinade for our eggplant once it comes out the oven. After about 20 to 25 minutes, it's going to be time to take the eggplant out the oven. So you see me doing that here. By now the seaweed should have hardened. So you want to let it cool down for about 10 minutes because it could be too hot to work with. And then you're going to take the seaweed off. And once it is cool, y'all, I'm talking about 10, 15 minutes. Please do not burn yourself. You're going to take a knife and cut the eggplant down the middle to kind of make sort of a fish fillet, as they would call it. I think that's what they would call it. Y'all, it's been like 7 years since I've had seafood, so forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. But you see that? Y'all, this looks like a piece of fish. It looks more of like a whitening type of fish. But y'all, I love this recipe so much because I love like experimenting in the kitchen and stuff like that. So that's why it makes me so excited. But you're going to go ahead and make sure that is fully coated. And we're going to let that marinate for a little while we work on our grits, y'all, because you can't have the fish without the grit. I decided to keep the grits pretty simple, but feel free to make them the traditional way you like to make them. You want to go ahead and slowly add in your grits. And the secret to getting them like creamy and nice is just to keep on whisking. You're going to whisk until your hand hurts. Okay, I was trying to get a good angle for y'all, but I epically failed. But yes, you just want to go ahead and whisk for maybe a minute or two, and then you're going to place the lid on. And the grits may look very watery and very thin, but remember, grits expand, so they are going to thicken up. And then after about a minute or two, or about 5 minutes of them just kind of simmering, you're going to add in some vegan milk, or you can use a vegan cream of your choice. Whisk that in. I know y'all are thinking like, girl, your grits are loose. Oh, by the end of this video, you will see. They got very, very thick. So then you're going to place the lid back on, let that cook for about 20 minutes. Check on it every 10 minutes, or you can let it cook for 30 minutes. But once it's about done, add in your vegan butter and your seasonings. I went in with some Cajun seasoning and Old Bay because I'm making like a seafood type of vibe, and some fresh black pepper. I then wanted some cheesy style type of grits, so I added vegan cheese. You can also add nutritional yeast if you like to stay away from vegan cheese. No judgment here. Yeah, and that's really it. That's self-explanatory on the grits. You want to let that simmer for a little while the eggplant continues to marinate. And look at that, nice thick old grits. Typically, you can make your own fish fry mix. You can do that, but today I don't feel like it. It's really easy though, but I'm going to be using this Tony's fish fry. This is not sponsored, but I love it. You do not need to add any seasonings to this. It is salty enough, has all the seasoning. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to use this as our fish fry batter. Typically, when you're doing the fish fry, you know, back in the day, our grannies and our moms and stuff will put the flour, the fish fry in a bag, and then add in your fish and shake it up. I did not do that because I wanted to keep it aesthetically pleasing for the video. You just want to make sure you coat the entire piece of eggplant evenly. Be very careful if you do decide to put it in a bag and shake it. The eggplant can sometimes be very delicate, so you do want to be very careful. Try not to rip it, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you do rip it, it's still all going to cook and fry the same, so that is okay. This is what it should look like. Look at that. You cannot tell me that does not look like a piece of fish about to be dropped in the oil, because it does. I love being vegan. If there's a will, there is a way. You want to drop that in your oil. This only takes about 5 to 7 minutes to cook, so you want to go ahead and cook that and plate everything up, and there you have it. Vegan fried fish and grits. Absolutely amazing. I made a little sauce to go on top because I wanted it to be like a Cajun style. But let me know what y'all think about this recipe if you've tried it. I have some thoughts about this recipe, some pros and cons after the last little clips right here. And I will see y'all in the next recipe. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think, and let me know what other recipes you'd like to see me make. Vegan fish and grits. Before I continue to dig in, because I've already eaten some, I want to talk to y'all about some of the pros and cons of this vegan fish replacement. Some of the cons are it's not as flaky as other vegan fish substitutes. So I will say that sometimes, depending on how well you made the recipe, it can just taste like fried eggplant, but it's still super good. It's just still super flavorful. Lance even said he's liked it in the past. So I will say it doesn't have that flakiness. Banana Blossom will have that flakiness that you're looking for, but Banana Blossoms for me are hit or miss. Sometimes you get good ones in the can, sometimes you get bad ones in the can. The pros are this is very accessible. You can find it, it's delicious, it's super easy. It's not hit or miss, like it's really, 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 really good. It's actually really delicious. What are some other cons of this? Eggplants hold a lot of moisture. They can hold a lot of moisture. So sometimes when it's frying, it will splatter out. Just, make sure you monitor it, you watch it. But other than that, the pros are there. This is delicious. It has the taste that I'm looking for. It will taste like whatever you're seasoning it with. It's great. It's accessible. It's affordable. I recommend this. It's really, really good. Like I said, it won't taste exactly like fish. This is not one of those recipes where I'm like, it tastes exactly like catfish. No, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. But it's a good alternative. It's a fun recipe. It's an experiment, and it's really, really delicious. So let me know which I want to see next. And I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, because this will be posted around the New Year. So Happy New Year.